What if everything you've heard about Thor's future in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is about to change, or even be blown wide open? Recent leaks hint at not just a new Thor movie, but something Marvel's been hiding, and it might redefine Thor's entire storyline forever. Plus, is Chris Hemsworth really done as Thor, or are we about to see him return for one last epic chapter? Stick around, because what's coming next will shock even the biggest Marvel fans, and I'll tell you exactly why in just a few minutes. What's up, Superhero Bowl fans? Welcome back to your one-stop source for all things Marvel, Marvel leaks, and superhero secrets. I'm Kevin, and today, we're diving into some major rumors, leaks, and insider info about Thor 5, and more importantly, what it all really suggests about Thor's future in the MCU. Are we about to see Hemsworth's last run, or is Marvel secretly planning something even bigger? If you want to stay in the know with everything Marvel before it hits the headlines, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and buckle up, because what we're about to discuss might just shake the multiverse. Let's get started. Recently, whispers from the Marvel insider community have started heating up, and some leaks are pointing towards a mysterious project called Thor Quest. Now, you might have seen headlines about this already, but what's really going on? Is this Thor 5? Or is Marvel teasing us with something else entirely? The scoop comes from a trusted insider, Daniel RPK, who has a solid track record when it comes to Marvel rumors. Recently, he posted a cryptic message about Marvel working on a new project titled Thor Quest. Now immediately, fans speculated, this has to be Thor 5. But hold on, is it? Let's break down the possibilities. The first thing to consider is the title. Quest is a common theme in Marvel titles. Think of Vision Quest, which is already an upcoming project. Multiple projects sharing Quest in the title? That seems a little unlikely, especially if they're meant to be separate stories. Plus, the timing feels off. Marvel usually keeps incredible secrets for key moments, and announcing two projects with similar titles close together would be confusing. They're very deliberate with their branding. So is this really Thor 5 or something else? It's very possible this is a video game or an animated spin-off, especially since Marvel has been heavily investing in gaming recently. Marvel's got all sorts of new games in development, ranging from fighters to open-world adventures. The word Quest screams video game, and considering how much Marvel's expanding into digital media, it's a solid bet. Think about it. It could be a new Marvel video game where Thor is featured as a playable character or part of the storyline, or even a new animated series focusing on Hulk's new storylines, or an expanded universe for Thor that doesn't involve a full-length movie. The biggest question we're all asking, will Marvel greenlight Thor 5? And if so, when? We've seen hints for months. Chris Hemsworth posted emotional farewell messages, and Marvel's own public hints suggested their intention to give Thor a proper send-off after Love and Thunder. There have been reports about Hemsworth considering leaving the role for good after Phase 4. But then, there's this. Marvel has a history of teasing heroes' exits only to bring them back, especially through multiversal variants. Remember how they handled Spider-Man? Or even Captain America? It's entirely possible Hemsworth's Thor isn't gone forever, just temporarily phased out to make room for new characters like Valkyrie or a new Thor, with the possibility of returning via multiverse. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Marvel loves drawing out hero arcs, sometimes for years. After Endgame, many fans felt like Thor's story was settled, especially when Hemsworth posted emotional farewell messages. The MCU had set the stage for a new chapter, focusing on Jane Foster as the new Thor, and shifting the spotlight to other heroes like Valkyrie and the Guardians. But here's the thing. Marvel also has a pattern. They often leave the door wide open for a hero to return, especially if the story involves multiversal variants. Just look at how Steve Rogers was retired, only for him to pop up later in What If and the multiverse stories. Or how Tony Stark's death was emotionally final, but then we saw variants of him across different timelines. So, is Hemsworth's Thor really gone? The answer might surprise you. Marvel tends to come out with their big reveals during D23 Expo, usually every 2 years, or San Diego Comic-Con, their prime events for announcement drops. Based on Marvel's recent patterns, they tend to wait about a year from their initial phase announcements to unveil big new movies. Since Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is out, and Secret Wars is on the horizon, aiming for a 2026 release, there's a good chance that late 2023 or early 2024 will be when Marvel confirms or announces Thor 5. This is where speculation truly explodes. Because, honestly, if Marvel decides to move on fully, there are a few possibilities. Jane Foster as the future of Thor. She's already taken up the mantle, and is set to be a core hero moving forward. Maybe she gets her own series or movie, and Hemsworth's Thor is quietly phased out but still alive in multiversal variants. Introducing a new Thor. Marvel could introduce a new actor or even an entirely different character, perhaps a young or alternate version of Thor from a different timeline or universe. A surprising return. Even if they plan to reboot or move forward without Hemsworth, don't rule out a surprise multiversal comeback or cameo in Secret Wars or Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Some rumors hint that Marvel may be shifting focus to bigger overarching multiverse stories, making standalone sequels less critical. Instead, they may want to focus on big team-ups and cosmic events that involve multiple heroes. And let's be honest, big events like Secret Wars and Kang are almost guaranteed to bring back past heroes or introduce new versions of old ones. That means new versions or variants of Thor could appear, even if Hemsworth's out. So what do you guys think? Are you excited for the potential of Thor's future? Whether that's through Hemsworth's return, a new actor, or just variants? Or do you think Marvel should let Thor rest for a bit? Drop your theories, predictions, and what you're hoping to see down in the comments. I love hearing all your ideas. And if you want to stay ahead of Marvel's biggest secrets, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and keep locking into Superhero Bowl. We'll be covering every leak, rumor, and official reveal as it happens, so you'll never miss out. Thanks so much for hanging with me today. Remember, the multiverse is vast, and the future of Thor is still unwritten. Stay super, stay curious, and I'll see you next time with more breaking Marvel news. Until then, peace out.